Community arts, this is Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are on location today in the town of Comox on Comox Ave, across from St. Joseph's Hospital. This is the Heritage Chapel of St. John the Baptist Church, built in 1886. Is that not spectacular? And then this, the rest of the building, was built in the early 70s, and this is now the Little Red Church Community Arts. This is a new art and cultural center for music and theater and fine art here in the Comox Valley, right here in the town of Comox. It is absolutely spectacular. Wait till you see what they did inside. It is magnificent. And now, coming up in today's show, we are going to jump on over to Richmond. We are going to solve a little mystery in Port Alberni. We're going to take a picture in Campbell River. But first, we are going to start the journey of this show at the top of Mount Washington, at the southern tip of Strathcona Park, as we take a stroll through the history of Paradise Meadows. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island, and we're on location today in Comox at the Little Red Church of Comox. And joining me is the creator extraordinaire, owner-operator, renovator, painter, creator, Kelly Pound.
Hi, welcome everyone. I'm so excited to have you here.
Oh my holy Toledo. This space is unbelievable. Like, I have shivers.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long year. I've had the property for about a year now, and just a little over a year. I started about 2 years ago rezoning the property. So when I got into the property, it was designated a church. Right. And so I stood up in front of town council, and little hippie me stood up in front of town council and said, I have this fabulous idea. And
it's not an idea, it is a vision.
Yeah, it is a vision, and it's been, a long haul. And so I stood up in front of them and said, I have this great idea, and I need to rezone the property into an art center. And they held my hand through the process. They were awesome. And so, I rezoned the property and then started promptly in July when I got the property. And I've been doing all the renos myself with a team of amazing creative people coming and going into my life. And yeah, so it's been coming along.
When did you stand back and go, this has happened?
Well, I haven't stood back. I still have a lot of work to do. On this property, I have about 3 buildings. It's about an acre property across from the hospital. Yeah. And it's a large property, and we're standing in the hall right now, which has just been completed. Well, almost completed. We're just fine-tuning and tweaking some acoustic tiles. Yes. And there's also a heritage building as well, which I still have to do. It's a big baby to tackle. And I also have a house on the property, which is a healing center. And then I also have to renovate and do, gardens on the outside. So right. I still have another long year of work.
Well, that's okay. But here we are, and you've got some shows coming in. You've got music coming in. Yes. Tell us. We're going to interview Ron Peterson in a little while. He's going to tell us all about the jazz. When did people start coming out of the woodwork going, hey, I want to use your space?
Well, really, during my renos. I started the renos I started in here, in the hall in October by myself. There was a ceiling in here and fluorescent lighting, and I was climbing
and you ripped all of that out?
Yes, yes. So I was in here for about a month prior to anybody showing up, and then I had a banjo player and an artist show up and said, can we help you? And I said, please. So 3 of us renovated the hall, and I got this done in probably May. Okay. And during the time, there was a church in here. Yes. At that time. And But Tai Chi showed up, and I got Zumba dance in here now. I got Dancing Freedom. There's yoga in here. There's a music venue.
So is all of that on the website?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so littleredchurchcomox.com. littleredchurchcomox.com. Check it out. You will see all of the hardware. You've got pictures on there, I'm assuming.
I have reno pictures.
All right, so there's renovation pictures and layout.
Yeah.
But check it out because there is something going on all the time. Music, fine art displays, theater coming soon, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I have
Cool.
a theater rehearsal
Excellent.
tonight. So,
Okay,
you know, they're
great.
just using it to practice. But there has been a theater, This Is My Voice.
Okay.
There was a production in here one weekend. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
So, and this is right here in Comox. It's a new fine arts center in Comox, the town of Comox, right on Comox Ave. You can't miss it. Now, we are going to head up to Campbell River for a snapshot. Check this out. You're watching Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. We're on location at the Little Red Church in Comox on Comox Ave, right across from St. Joseph's Hospital. This is a brand new fine arts, theater, music, performance hall for everyone to use in Comox, in the Comox Valley, actually for anybody on Vancouver Island that wants to come and take advantage of this unbelievable space. So you will notice paintings hanging all around. And the neat thing about this hall is that fine artists can come and display their artwork while there is theater going on or music going on. And it's a multi-purpose place. And on the other building, on the back end of the property, they have workshops for Healing Center. So they have Tai Chi and yoga, that sort of thing. So you can find out more about it by contacting Kelly Pound at littleredchurchcomox.com. That is the key website, gives you all of the events. Now, some of the events upcoming this month is jazz, really good jazz. And joining me now is Ron Peterson. Ron, tell us about the jazz that's coming up this week.
Well, we have a four-performance jazz series, and once per month. It's complimentary to the Georgia Street Jazz Society's weekly jazz at the Avalanche. They run 3 weeks in a row, and then I believe the Avalanche has another venue that they have there. So we have slotted ourselves into just once a month here. First performance is this Thursday. All performances will be monthly, September, October, November, and December. The first act is Ralph Barrett, popular local singer, and the Sharp Seven, awesome group. The second performance is in October, and it's the Georgia Street the Georgia Street Big Band. Right. And the third act is November, and that's going to be the Vancouver Island Senior Big Band, conducted by Gregory Bush, who happens to be the faithful conductor of the Georgia Street Big Band. Comes up every Monday night to lead the band. And the fourth performance is going to be in December the 19th to be exact. And it is Wendy Nixon's Just-in-Time Choir, and it's going to double as a fundraiser for their tour to Cuba. So,
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Really good music coming up, and then you'll have some new stuff for after Christmas, and we can come back and talk to you then.
Well, it's kind of experimental. We're going to, after the second performance in October, we're going to have a think tank. You know, is this something that we want to move forward to a winter jazz series? And we'll decide at that time. But it looks quite favorable that we'll move forward. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. So there you have it, all the great jazz coming up for the next 4 months, once a month on Thursdays here at the Little Red Church, Comox.com. You will find all of the performers and dates listed on the website, so check it out. And now we are going to jump onto the road and jump off in Richmond, BC, where there is a whole lot of jumping going on. It is now all the rage. Check this out. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and you are watching Go Island. We are on location today, right now, in the Heritage Building, which is attached to the Little Red Church, right on Comox Ave, across from St. Joseph's Hospital in the town of Comox. Brand new, Arts Center. This is absolutely fantastic. You have to come and see a show or music or come and look at the art. Check the website out, Comox, what is it, Gord? Little Red Church, Comox.com. Now, joining me is Mike from Cave Recording Studio, right?
Yep, the Cave Recording Studio,
Cave
Comox.
Recording Studio in Comox. So tell us about the recording studio, what your plan is.
Well, what got us here, first of all, is to give the kids that are recording at the studio a venue to play at.
Okay.
So we have a deal with them where they can come in here and play,
Okay.
and get that time taken off their project fee.
Oh, great. Okay.
So we will be promoting these acts, and they'll be all age acts. They'll be licensed venues. It'll be most forms of rock, world, whatever kind of music.
Okay.
Rob's got all the jazz stuff. We got everything else.
Okay,
So
good.
we listened to the room. We did a show with Des last July and listened to the room and decided it was time to make some panels for acoustic treatment. And actually, we did a fundraiser for that purpose. So let me show you some of the panels we've got here.
So the panels you've got going on, just this one is the big long one that goes on the wall,
A
right?
quick rundown of these. This is an acoustic fiberglass, and 2 inches thick, and we have an airspace in behind here to absorb quickly and a little bit more bass frequency. So that's what these are, and you can see they're ready to be covered by cloth now.
Okay.
This is the fiberglass that we're using. Comes in these bats here, and what you see here are the tubes that are for the tube bass traps. So they're specifically made to absorb the bass frequencies, and will hang up on the walls. And the third type that we're doing here is the window coverings, which are the fiberglass bats directly on plywood, which will go into the window coverings to keep the neighbors happy. So that'll keep the sound. It'll not only cut down the reverberation in the room,
Yes.
but it'll keep the sound away from the neighborhoods. And you can see now we're just in the process now of installing these things in the windows.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm hoping the room is going to sound a whole lot better. We have a lot more work to do. So
Now the windows, are they temporary, so they can come off for
they
art
can be
shows
removed.
and then
Yeah.
go back up for
Yes, they
Okay.
can be removed.
All right, great. Well, that is fantastic, Mike. Thank you so much for showing us all that and bringing us up to speed on soundproofing.
I hope everybody has an enjoyable show here from now on. It should sound really good in here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You guys.
And now we are going to head over to Port Alberni, where a local detective discovers, well, he thinks he discovers, that something was lost. Well, it sort of was lost. And then they find it. Well, he thinks they kind of find it. Well, it's all very confusing. Have a look. Maybe you can sort it out. You have been watching Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and we are on location in this part of the building. This is the Heritage Chapel that is attached to the Little Red Church in Comox. Now, this is all going to be renovated over the next year, but right now they're using it as a workshop to finish all of the panels here in this building. Now, this is the Little Red Church that has been completely renovated over the last year. This is the new fine art community center called the Little Red Church here in Comox. This is fantastic. Look at this space. It is amazing. The acoustics are awesome. The music here is going to be spectacular. Now, as you can see, there is artwork on the walls. That is one of the best things about this space, is that artists can come and display. There's even some sculptures. They can come and display their artwork while all of the other things are happening. Theater and music and yoga and Zumba dancing. It's such a great place. There is another building on the back side of the property that has been divided into 5 or 6 workshop spaces where there's yoga and healing and Tai Chi. It's really interesting. You have to check out the website, littleredchurchcomox.com. Check it out, and there's a market here. Go on the website. It gives you a list of all the events that are going to be happening. They've got jazz coming up, and they can tell you who is on the walls right now and who's going to be here coming up in the next couple of months. There is so much going on here, and it's right here in Comox. I can't believe it. Comox has its own cultural and arts center. It is fantastic. Right on Comox Ave, across from St. Joseph's Hospital. Now, if you've watched us but you've missed some of the stories, you can check us out online, YouTube, Shaw TV North Island. You can follow us on Twitter, Shaw TV NVI. Gord is always tweeting something, pictures and stories about what we do and where we are. And it is so much stuff going on. And Marjorie, when we're up in Campbell River, she is our social media specialist, in addition to being a spectacular videographer. Now, we are going to be here on Friday, so until then, have a fantastic week, and we will see you then. Enjoy the sunshine, because apparently it's going to stay with us, at least for a couple of days. Bye.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.